Yes, students, good morning, ma'am. So, in previous classes, we discussed about vector law of addition and parallelogram law of addition. These are things, no? Yes. Now, let us enter into a very important concept, that is resolution of a vector. Sorry, one more thing. In last class, we discussed about the subtraction of vectors also, no? Yes. How to subtract a vector from another vector, no? What to do for doing subtraction? What to do, Nana? What to do? For example, if a vector is there here like this A bar, and another vector is there like this B bar, something different angle I am drawing. See, each time I am drawing different angles. What to do? Just to think, this vector, shift it parallelly and join with the head of first vector like this. This will be B bar. If we add, this will be A bar plus B bar. But we don't want A bar plus B bar. We want subtraction. So what to do? Just from here, negative vector I take. This will be called as minus B bar. Correct? Yes. Now subtract. This will be A bar minus B bar. Okay, sir. Geometrically, we are taking everything. Okay, yes, very good. We understand. But how to take the magnitude, sir? How to take the magnitude? See, two vectors are there like this. This is A bar and this is your B bar vector. Okay? The angle between these two is theta angle now. Okay? Yes. Now, resultant of these two is what now? A bar plus B bar. How to take the magnitude of this A bar plus B bar? We can write A bar plus B bar magnitude. That means its resultant. Its resultant is equal to root of A square plus B square plus 2AB cos of angle between these two vectors. This is how we have to write the magnitude. Clear? Are you understanding, students? This is also important. Finding the magnitude is important. Okay? This is A bar plus B bar magnitude. How I have taken. Same as it is. Here also I have this one. Okay? This is A bar plus B bar magnitude. And direction, how to find? Direction, this is R bar. For finding the direction, what to do now? Just take perpendiculars. This will be B cos theta. And this will be B sin theta. Yes or no? Did you remember this? Wait. While writing, I forgot. Okay? Observe. Yes. I was writing, I forgot that. Under root of A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. Okay? Yes. Now, for finding the direction, let us imagine it is making some angle alpha. For finding the direction, this B can be written as B sin theta here, and this B can be written as this is B now. This is B right. This B can be written as B cos theta here. Now, we are seeing one perpendicular triangle here, right angle triangle here. Now, from this right angle triangle, what is tan alpha? Tan alpha is equal to opposite side B sin theta upon adjacent side total up to A plus this is B cos theta. This will give you the direction. Direction alpha is equal to tan inverse of B sin theta upon A plus B cos theta. Okay? B sin theta upon A plus B cos theta. Okay? This is how we will take the direction of A plus B. Now let us discuss about A minus B. Okay? Yes. Same thing. I am not changing anything here. A minus B. This is A bar. This is A bar. And this is B bar. Here, angle between these two is theta angle. We don't want A plus B. We want A minus B. So for that, what to do? Negative vector like this. Clear? Yes. So this will be your B bar. Clear? No? See, negative vector how I am drawing. Negative vector like this. Straight like this. B bar. Now, angle between A bar and B bar is this angle. this minus b bar. Okay na? What will be this angle? This total angle. This total angle is 180, no? Yes. Then what will be this angle? 180 minus theta. Otherwise, 5 minus theta we can take. Abhay, he is saying not understanding. Okay. I'll write one more time. No problem. I'll write one more time. This is a bar. Here, direction also. This is B bar. Here, angle between A bar and B bar is this is the theta. Angle between A bar and B bar is this. Okay? Yes. Now we want A minus B. So for that, draw a identity vector like this. This will be called as minus B bar. A vector minus B bar it is now. Clear? Yes. Now you forget about this vector. Forget about this vector. Okay? I am talking loudly only, Nana. Why very less students? 35 only are there. Exam, huh? Very important class you are missing. Those who are not joining this class. Okay? Yeah. Now, this is a straight line, no? See, this is a straight line. What is the angle in a straight line? What is the total angle? What is the total angle? Total angle is 180 degrees. No? Yes. So, in this 180 degrees, if we subtract theta, then what will be this angle, Anna? This angle will be 180 minus theta. Correct? Yes. Good. Now, this is your resultant, that is A bar minus B bar. Yes. Pi is nothing but 180 degrees. Correct. Yes, Michelle. Pi is 180 degrees. So I am writing pi minus theta. If you want to integrate 180 minus theta also. Don't know trigonometry? Now we want this resultant. We want the resultant. What is the formula? Resultant R is equal to root of first vector square plus second vector square plus 2 times of first vector into second vector into cos of angle between them. So it will be root of a square minus b also is plus b square plus into minus is minus 2ab cos theta. Yes, we got the answer. This will be the resultant. Okay, this is how we need to find the resultant now. Just remember. Okay. Yes. Next. So this is about subtraction of vectors. Point. This point is very important. Just remember. Okay. Yes. Next point is resolution of vectors. Resolution of vectors. What is the meaning of resolution? Resolution means nothing but splitting a vector. In common words, I am saying resolution means splitting a vector. Okay? Yes. Okay? Now, for example, see, I am having one coordinate plane, Cartesian coordinate plane is the origin I am having. Okay, this is the origin. This is x-axis, and this is y-axis. Okay, na? Yes. Now, here let us suppose here I am having one vector from the origin in a two-dimensional plane. I am having one vector like this. Something a bar I am calling this vector. A bar vector I am having. Clear? And this a bar is having both magnitude and direction. Magnitude is represented by its length and direction is visually like this. Means direction we can find by knowing the angle with which it is making with x-axis. Okay, with x-axis how much angle it will make, that is the direction we will use. Okay? Yes. Now this vector, a vector, we can resolve, means we can split into its two perpendicular axes. One is along x-axis, another one is along y-axis. Here, how can we split? Simple. See, let us draw one perpendicular to this. Draw one perpendicular to this. Okay, I'll give name A, P, Q. Name. Okay, OP is one vector, that is a bar. PQ is a perpendicular. Okay, na? Yes. Now, see this perpendicular carefully. Now, take cos theta. Take cos theta from this right angle triangle. What is cos theta? Cos theta is nothing but adjacent side upon hypotenuse. Correct? Adjacent side is OQ, hypotenuse is OP. Clear? Yes. So this cos theta can be written as OQ upon OP is a vector A bar. Known vector A bar. OP is a known vector A bar. Clear? Now cross multiply you will get OQ is equal to A bar cos theta. Clear? Okay? Yes. So this OQ I call it as AX. OQ I call it as AX. I am calling it. Okay? Is equal to A bar cos theta. This AX we call it as X component. X component of this vector. X bar if you want. Clear? X component of vector. Ax indicates X component of vector. That means this A along X axis how much value it is having? Means A cos theta value is having. Clear? Are you understanding what I am saying? Okay, na? Yes. Next, take sin theta now. Place is not there. I show you here only. Are you understanding what I am saying there? X component of a vector. Vector is A bar representing X component of A bar. A bar is a vector. Clear? Now, take sin theta. Sin theta. What is sin theta? Sin theta is opposite side by hypotenuse. For this theta, opposite side is PQ. I am writing PQ. Upon hypotenuse is OP. Correct? Yes. So sin theta can be written as PQ upon OP is A bar. Correct? And what is PQ? PQ is A bar sin theta. Okay. See, this is PQ. If you draw one projection on this I am calling something PQS. See, along lengthwise, PQ is nothing but OS. Correct? PQ and OS will be same because it is a perpendicular. Okay, Anna? That means PQ is nothing but OS. So OS is equal to is a bar sin theta. Okay, this OS I am calling as AY. This AY we call Y component. Y component of a vector. Means if we are having a vector A bar by making some angle theta with x-axis, then its component along x-axis is AX and its component along y-axis is AY. This is AY value. This is AX value. Are you understanding what I am writing there? Clear? Yes. Now, so this vector A bar we can write in vector formation like this. It is A bar is split into two parts. One is AX, another one is AY. So AX part is along which axis? AX part is along x-axis. Okay? Because I am writing a vector along with the unit, I should write the direction also. Okay. How to add a direction to a given vector without changing its value? If you want to add a direction, simply multiply with a unit vector. Clear? Yes. We know unit vector along x-axis is I cap. So just to multiply with the I cap. I cap is a unit vector along x-axis. Means you can make it as Ax value along x-axis. I cap means along x-axis. Plus Ay value unit vector along y-axis is j cap. Unit vector along y-axis is j cap. I hope you are understanding what I am saying. That means a vector A bar can be resolved, split into two parts. One is along x-axis, another one is along y-axis. Along x-axis value is something Ax I am calling. Along y-axis value I am calling as Ay. So if you want to write in the form of a vector, you can write this A bar is equal to this Ax plus its direction, because you want to write a vector. Direction is A like yeah. Plus along y value, that is Ay, plus its direction. You have to add the direction. Means a vector can be written as Ax is nothing but A cos theta I cap plus A sin theta j cap. Got it? Means this formation is called as resolution of a vector into Cartesian axis. A cos theta and A sin theta. A cos theta is x component, A sin theta is y component. Clear? Is it clear? If it is clear, I will go for next point. Sir, on z axis also same only? Yes. I'll discuss. That is, if you take z axis, it will become a three-dimensional plane. I'll discuss separately that. I am discussing now only two axes, x and y. Z axis I'll discuss later. This point understood now? Okay? Yes. So any vector, it can be written in a resolution form like this. Ax I cap plus Ay j cap. Only Nishal is responding. Afzal is clear. Okay. Now, I'll take a different one. I hope you know these all things already. Now I am having a vector like this. This is x-axis, this is y-axis. See here, this is the origin. You know, along x-axis, if you want to write a direction without changing the value, you need to write I cap. Along y-axis, you need to write j cap. Just you have to know this. I cap and j cap. I cap is a unit vector along x-axis. Already we discussed. J cap is a unit vector along y-axis. Clear? Yes. Now, I am having one vector. Something. My vector is this. P bar. P bar is a vector now for me. P bar is a vector now for me. Clear? Yes. And it is making some angle theta with x-axis. Now resolve this p bar vector into its component. What do you write? You can write px I cap plus py j cap. That's it. Okay? Now to find px, just draw one perpendicular onto the x-axis. This I am calling b. Now triangle OAB rectangle triangle is here. This is px and this will be py. Nothing but this is py. Clear? Good. Okay. Then take cos theta. Cos theta is equal to adjacent side px upon hypotenuse p. So px can be written as p cos theta. Similarly, take sin theta. Sin theta is for this theta opposite side py. Hypotenuse is p. So py can be written as p sin theta. Finish. So it can be written as p cos theta I cap plus p sin theta j cap. Okay, result directly. No need to write this. First time I am writing. Okay? Yes, sir. Understood very perfectly. Now I want the magnitude. I want this p bar vector magnitude. What do you do? Magnitude if I want, what you will do now? Just think. You need to square and add this two. Why, sir? See here, this is forming one rectangle triangle. Apply Pythagoras theorem. What is Pythagoras theorem? Opposite square plus adjacent square is equal to hypotenuse square. Hypotenuse is p, opposite is py, adjacent is px. Then what is p, sir? P will be root of py square plus px square or px square plus py square. However, you write both are same only. No. Clear? Means this vector magnitude can be given by x component square plus y component square under root. What is x component? P cos theta whole square. Y component P sin theta whole square. Correct? Yes. What it will become? It will become P square cos square theta plus this will become P square sin square theta. Are you getting? Then you can be written as under root of P square take common. You will get cos square theta plus sin square theta. Do you know cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1? 1 into P square is P square. So under root of P square, it is nothing but P. So we got P. Clear? Point understood? No? Means if you take the magnitude of this, again you get P only. That means just we are splitting the vectors. Vector P bar we are splitting. Sanjeev is asking, sir, x and y. What are the x and y? What x and y? Px is nothing but p cos theta, no? That I have substituted. Py means p sin theta, no? That I have substituted. Now here no px py. Sanjeev. Yes, this p is a Gaussian vector before resolving. Okay? Clear? Yes. Now, same as it is like this only. Okay? Now I'll ask you resolve the force into its component. Can you resolve? Write in vector form. Can you write? Yes. This force can be written Force along x-axis I cap plus force along y-axis j cap. That's it. In vector form, Cartesian coordinate plane I have written. Clear? Just drop on perpendicular. This will be fx. This will be fy. Means here. What is fx, sir? Fx is nothing but f cos theta. Original vector into cos theta. What is fy, sir? Fy is nothing but f sin theta. That's it. This fx is called as x component of force. Fy is called as y component of force. Clear? Very simple point, no? Got it, na? So sometimes in this type of simple questions also, this result write the x component of a force. What do you write? F cos theta. Where is this x component is there? Along x axis. Yes, sir. Everything is clear. Now, what they will ask? No, they will ask this. Again, x axis, y axis, and take force only. Okay? Otherwise, I take a vector p bar. I take a vector p bar. Okay? These are things. Now, angle theta they give here. Theta angle till now I have taken with x axis. Now angle theta they will give with y axis. Now they will ask, write the x and y component form. X and y component form. What will be your answer? Think and take a pen and paper. Try to get answer. All the students what they will write? No, they will write P is nothing but Px I cap plus Py j cap. Px is P cos theta I cap. Py is P sin theta j cap. They will write this is wrong. Because angle is not with the x axis. Angle is now p bar vector is making angle with y axis now. Okay? If this is theta, then what will be this angle? This angle how much? 90 minus theta. This will be 90 minus theta. 90 minus theta, we can say. Or otherwise, without taking this, just do one thing. Drop a perpendicular on this line. Okay, I'm giving name A, this is B. Now you are having a right angle triangle. OBJ is right angle triangle. From this take cos theta. What is cos theta, Nana? Cos theta is adjacent side by hypotenuse. What is for this theta adjacent side to what? OB. OB is adjacent side upon hypotenuse is OA. Then what is OB? OB is nothing but OA cos theta. So your OB is nothing but OA. O to A is P bar as well. So P cos theta. That means this value is P cos theta now. Did you got point what I am saying? Students, number is very less today. 42, it has become 47 was there, now it has become 42. Important class you are missing. If this is P cos theta, then definitely this will be P sin theta. Yes or no? Yes, definitely. Clear? Yes. Now, how to write this? It can be written as this is I cap. This is j cap. No, y axis. This is x axis. Means it can be written as P sin theta I cap plus P cos theta j cap. Understood, no? That means this vector with which axis is making angle theta, along that axis its cos theta will be there. Point understanding, no? Without solving this sin theta cos theta directly, this vector with which axis it is making theta, along that axis means it's this vector x component will be there. This actual x component, but this vector x component is p cos theta here. This is theta means this will be p cos theta and this will be p sin theta. That means this resolution of a vector depends upon this theta, where it is, what it is making angle theta. Along which axis is making theta, along which axis is making theta, along that you write p cos theta directly. No need to solve that cos theta sin theta again and again, direct step. I hope you are understanding this point. Clear? Okay? Yes. Let us try to solve some examples. Let us try to solve some examples. Now, I am giving a vector 10, magnitude is 10. Okay? And it is making 30 degrees with x axis. Okay? Write a vector 10 bar. 10 bar if I write, it is a vector. Just if I write 10, it is a scalar. 10 bar if I write, it is having magnitude and direction. Its component form. Oh. Right. How can you write? Just draw property here. This will be 10 cos 30. This will be 10 sin 30. How to write? 10 bar can be written as 10 cos 30 I cap plus 10 sin 30 j cap. That's it. Done. 10 into cos 30 value how much, sir? Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. So I am writing root 3 by 2. This I cap indicates along x axis na, plus 10 into sin 30 is 1 by 2. J cap 5 is 5 root 3 I cap plus 5 j cap. The meaning of this vector 10 having a value of 10 along x axis, its value is 5 root 3 and along y axis its value is 5. Because it is making angle of 30 degrees, along x axis its value is 5 root 3, along y axis its value will be 30 degrees. Means 5. But if it makes same 10 only I am making 10 bar. If it makes 45 degrees, then its value will become what, Nana? Its value 10 bar can become 10 cos 45 degrees I cap plus 10 sin 45 degrees j cap. Directly. Here, that means 10 into cos 45 value what? 1 by 2. Correct. I cap plus sin 45 1 by 2 j cap. 10 by root 2 means what? 10 by root 2 can be written as 5 into 2 by root 2. Yes, 5 into 2 root 2 cancel, you get 2 5 root 2. Yes, no, means 5 root 2 I cap plus 5 root 2 j cap. Means when vector 10 is making angle of 45 degrees, here 45 is here also definitely 45, then that means this 10 is equally divided 5 root 2 5 root 2 along x axis 5 root 2, along y axis 5 root 2. Again if you take the square of these two and take the root, you will get again same value. If you want to check it. Got it? Clear na? Is this point is clear? Yes, no. They'll give. These are what I am am teaching you for you know. These are a small point of a question. Without knowing this, you can't solve that question. That's why I am teaching these all things from first. Because some students they know, but some students they don't know. Why 50? 5 root 2 no, mixture I think so. Mixture 5 root 2 it is. So anything if you take, you will get like this. But if I make this angle is here, then this total will change. This value will be here, this value will be here. Means you need to check angle with which axis it is making. Point is clear now, students? Yes. So this is for today's class, and tomorrow we will discuss in 3-dimensional axis, x, y, z axis, how to resolve the a vector. In 2-dimensional axis, how to resolve a vector, you understand. Homework, yes. Triangular law, parallel law, homework. Now write polygon law. Homework. Statement 2. Polygon law of vector addition. It is also important. So 3 laws of vector addition you are having now. Triangular law, parallelogram law, polygon law. 99% they will ask polygon law statement and proof for 5 marks. Sometimes they will ask triangular law also. 1% they are asking polygon law also. Statement, polygon law statement and proof also learn it, important. Sometimes they ask why unnecessarily losing marks. Easy questions, no. Clear? Read it. Okay? Yeah. Thank you.